Hello, guys. Thank you for joining my live stream. Thank you, guys, for joining. I hope you had a great day. How are you today? Thanks for the hearts. Thank you so much. Thanks for the hearts. How are you today? Hey, what's up? What's up, Tina? How are you today? Thank you so much. You've been waiting. Thank you. The camera is good. Did you go to work today? Mm. Oh, I think you said you're not going to work till when? Wow. What's the temperature like? Thank you, guys. Please double tap to like this video. Thank you for joining my live stream. No, what's it, Tuesday? But that's cool. Tuesday is what? Trying to check the date. Thursday is first. Wednesday is 31st. Oh, that's 30th. 30 degrees. Wow. That's chill, but still good. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you so much. Who's sending the hearts? Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Please double tap to like this video. So I hope you had a great day today. Yeah, I did. I had a great Saturday. Saturday was great. I had wanted to go live earlier, but my country was playing in the African Cup of Nations. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. I could tell it was you because it came in before the stream started. Thank you. Thank you so much. So my country was playing. Sorry, in the African Cup of Nations, it was our second leg, and I had to go and be patriotic to my country. So I went to watch the match. You know, I'm happy because we won our match. Eating rice. Mm, flour tortillas. That's good. I used to say to a friend of mine that those tortillas are a piece of paper. Oh, I think it was you. Do you also call them papers? You want to blow my cup? Don't blow the top of my bottle. Hey, Kumari Babosa. Kumari, what's up? Good to see you here. So, Tina, I was talking about football match. I'm not talking about American football. I'm talking about real football. I mean, real football, real soccer. Kumari, you know what soccer is? I'm sure Tina knows what soccer is. Good. So we won by 3 goals to 2. It was quite heated. I mean, really heated. What Ravens? Oh, for American football. I hope one day it's going to be legislated to change the name from football, American football, to rugby or American handball, or maybe a more suitable name. Don't you think so? Oh, Ravens and Packers. I don't know the strength of those two teams, but I think looking at the names, the Packers are going to pack in the Ravens. How about that? Just thinking out loud. See, now everything is not backward. Some people are not backward. You are not backward. Kumari, how was your day? What's for dinner? Kumari, what's for dinner? I know you're busy. Make sure the doctors have their. I know I can count on you. Today was the first time I scheduled a live, or let me say, first time I scheduled the live successfully. I mean, using the schedule feature on YouTube. So after scheduling it, I was wondering why I didn't get notification on my other accounts that I've scheduled a live. So I was wondering if I did everything right. So I went back to the schedule, trying to give you a good angle. it's drinking water. So I went back to the schedule and I tried to look at it that did I do something wrong? But I couldn't really tell. So I think I saw go live. So I thought maybe because I didn't push the go live button, so maybe that's why it didn't notify me on my Holler channel. So I pushed go live, and lo and behold, poof, I was live. So I had to come live, before I scheduled. Oh, you're going Kumari. Thank you for checking. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kumari, what for dinner before you go? What for dinner? And I wish you the best of this new week that we are entering. You know, we are stepping into the midnight over here very soon. And this new week is gonna be the week we are transitioning into the new year. So I wish you the best in this new year. In case if I'm not able to see you again till next year, I wish you the best. Thank you for joining. My regards to your boy. So I wasn't prepped for my live. I mean, not my life. I mean, my live. I wasn't prepped for it. So I just suddenly went live. You know, I did the amateur procedure and I saw myself live and I had to just follow suit because I don't want to mess up the thing to the point. I don't want to mess up the thing to the point where I would anger YouTube to give me a soundless or audioless live stream. I don't want to get to that point. So I just had to go with the flow. Tomorrow, are you coming to Nigeria? I hope you're not on the plane using onboard Wi-Fi because you're asking what my plans for tomorrow are. Are you coming to Nigeria? Well, you told yourself off already because you said it's cold out there. How did you know it's cold out there? You already told yourself off. Tomorrow I'm going to church. I'm going to church tomorrow, and we have the regular Sunday service in the morning, and in the night we're gonna be having a special joint Thanksgiving service. So I'm gonna be in church kind of whole day tomorrow. Maybe having a break in between if I will not be doused in the meeting, but I'm gonna be in church tomorrow. So how did your day go? How did it go? Guys, I have something special for you guys. Thank you for liking my videos. Those watching in the background, thank you so much for liking my video. And if you're watching for the first time, kindly consider to hit the subscribe button subscribe to my channel. You're gonna love it here. I have a growing community, but I could tell you that the people that are in my community are great people. They have great minds, they're respectful, and you could join them to be part of the respectful, insightful people. No, I didn't go to work today. No. So I went on vacation. So no work since Christmas Eve till January 5th. So I'm resuming January 5th. I thought I mentioned it on my last live on Christmas Day. Your day went great, no complaints. You're blessed on this side. That's good to know. I'm happy your day went great. Either ways, you never complain, but I'm glad your day went great. And I'm also glad you're blessed on this side. I hope you're blessed on the other side. Okay, okay, okay. You left early on the last live. So, guys, I have something interesting for you guys. So you can just stay tuned. At the hour mark, I'm gonna give you guys what I have for you. Please, if you can stay around. And at the hour mark, 12 o'clock, my time, that should be 6 o'clock, uh, Western American time. I don't know, is that how they say it? West Coast time. Probably 7 or 8 o'clock, um, East Coast time. I think there's a Central time too. I don't know how that operates. I know the West time, the West Coast time. I know it on top of my head. Just show what? What's that? Don't worry. I hope you're gonna be here till the next. I think it should be next 20 minutes. I understand. I understand you want it now, but let's wait up for others. I'll be joining up and others. I want to round up a couple of things and join up by the hour mark. So with 30 degrees, it sounds like there was no snow recently. I'm just so excited that we won the match we played today. And I'm happy because we really played to our strength. So that's something fascinating. Yeah, I guess that's much that there's no snow because for you guys to be in the 30-ish range, most likely it's gonna be no snow. So today's the last Saturday of this month. You know, it's 60 degrees is good. If tomorrow is 60 degrees, that's a good weather. I mean, in a 60 degrees weather, you just need a layer of shirt over your main shirt. That's just all. You don't need to be an astronaut. You could resign tentatively from being an astronaut. 60 degrees is good, and if it could get up to like 70, 75, that's going to be much better. It's hot over here. No, that's not tanked up weather. Come on. I don't think you'll survive half a day going in tank tops in 60 degrees. 60 degrees is still chill. You don't want to be going around with a lot of goosebumps. Last Saturday of the year, today, tomorrow, last Sunday of the year. Gradually, the year is winding down. So, what do you guys call? Is there something called a sweatshirt? I know there's a sweatpants. Is there something called a sweatshirt? Okay, thank you for your response. And what's the difference between a sweatshirt and okay, before I ask that, what do you call a hoodie? The classic astronaut jacket without a hood. What do you call it? Yeah, I know sweatshirt has no hood. Okay, does it mean every shirt without a hood, or every jacket without a hood, or every hoodie without a hood is a sweatshirt? Because my thought is okay, a hoodie is made like a sweatshirt, but with a hood. Okay. So, those ones you guys, kit up in as though you're going to mass tomorrow. Those ones that are very thick, that looks like they have cladded layers on them. They look like they have patterns like mattress. Some mattresses have these patterns like this studio wall. You know what I'm talking about? There's that type of hoodie. There's another type of hoodie that has a sweatpants kind of material, like this thick cotton material. How do you differentiate them? What do you call those different types? The material that looks thick, that is having a lining and stuff. There's that type that has a lining, has a layer inside, and another layer in the front, something like that. Most of them are zipped up, and they make you puff up, something like you're going to Mars on an emergency flight tomorrow. And also there is the other one that looks like this kind of t-shirt material, but very thick. This cotton material, but very thick. How do you differentiate them? Because I think everything has a name in America. A puffer coat. That's the name of the thick one. Okay. The one that makes you feel like, hey, we're gonna Mars tomorrow. Oh, no longer tomorrow. We're going to Mars right now. Get up, put your head inside a glass jar or the glass helmet or whatever it's called. The rocket is launching in 10. Okay, so that's a puffer coat. And the sweatshirt is made of thick cotton like your shirt. Okay, okay. Now there's this one too that looks like not too thick, but if you've watched football before, most coaches do wear that one. It looks like it's lined too, because it's too cold. Okay, if you came here, you would look like an astronaut because it's too cold. Well, no one is gonna know I look like an astronaut because I'm not gonna be taking selfies because I don't want anyone to know that I'm going to space. But during the winter, oh sorry, during the summer, during the autumn, the spring. Let me not say spring because I don't really know what the weather looks like. I think you guys are in the spring now, right? Entering into the spring soon because I learned the leaves are changing colors in some part of the world. I mean, in the snowy world. Okay, that's a jacket. That's a jacket. It's thinner than a winter coat. Okay, I know that one. It's always lighter. Okay, so you just call it jacket. And also, you guys have the leather one too. I think the leather one is stylish. I like it. So I think the leather jacket is good for your 60 degrees temperature. Okay, so you're in winter now. So when does the tree leaves change color? I think that's spring, right? So we are 9 minutes away to our main topic. Okay, fall time. The leaves change color. Oh, and fall of the trees. Meaning I saw a video that was not recent. Maybe it was, a video of a time that's not in sync with the current time. So your winter, after winter, then spring, after spring, summer, right? After summer, autumn, right? I spent this summer in the US and I spent autumn in the US. So I know that autumn follows summer. The only way you could think I'm lying is if autumn doesn't follow the summer. So the tail end of summer, I experienced autumn. So I could tell that, okay, autumn and fall is the same. Okay, okay, autumn, fall. So 4 seasons: winter, summer, spring, autumn. Okay, okay. So summer, autumn, winter, spring. Okay. So now I've experienced three weathers. Yeah. So I'm on my third, you know, season in the US. So the only weather that I've not experienced or season I've not experienced is the spring because I'm currently experiencing winter. I experienced fall and I had experienced summer. Thankfully, there was no heat wave, so it made the summer look like what we used to have in Nigeria. Yeah, I experienced fall. Yeah, I did. Thank you guys for staying here. Oh wow, I'm gonna add this grammar to my register vicariously through some app. I love the word vicarious. What does vicarious mean? What does vicarious mean, Tina? You speak in some big English. What does vicarious mean? I think you're good with English, speaking some very big and unusual English. 5 minutes to our discussion. I'm just so happy today because we won the match. Tension was high. Oh, vicarious means to experience something in imagination through sight. Okay, I'm adding that to my word register. I like the word. You're good with English. You're speaking big grammars. That's very good. When I grow up, I want to be like you. Well, not through some help, but okay, maybe passively through some help. But the exact way to express that is I experienced I experienced those three seasons I talked about. Oh, I think I'm blocking the microphone. I need to place my hand somewhere else. So I experienced these three seasons digitally. I used to pay digital visit to a friend of mine. That person is still a friend of mine. Continue to be a friend of mine. So I used to pay digital visit to that person. So during the time of the visit, I learned a lot about America, about the people, the culture, the values, the good, the bad, hood life, you know, the address systems, the food, a lot of things, to the point that if I have a cut in my hand, I know when the blood trickles out, it's an American blood. You understand? So it was a great experience. And I know that experience is not going to end because I'm still gonna visit again digitally, and I hope someday I'm gonna be able to visit physically. I mean, in the real sense of things, has been a great experience. Yeah, those are good memories, and those are memories you don't just want to store up in your archives. You don't want it to just be relegated to the annals of time. You don't just want them to be captured into CDs, records, and tapes. You want to relive those experiences. You want It's good to have a friend. And in other words, too, it's good to have friends. Yeah, it's good. The friend probably misses learning about your country as well. Well, I don't think as a probable thing. I think my friend definitely miss learning about my country, and my friend definitely misses everything that we share. I am definitely sure about that. That I'm really sure about. I think it's time, right? Okay, 1 minute to go. So, guys, thanks for staying tuned to this channel. I'm not probably right. Tina, I'm right. I know I'm right. Yeah, thank you for helping me keep the time. 1 minute more. Yeah, it's right on the dot. Over here in Nigeria, just this minute, we crossed to the next day, and we are already in Sunday. Yeah, and I have something for you guys today. I hope you guys are gonna like it. But if you would ask me to give you a sneak peek in form of a comment, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna like it, and it's gonna help you capture what has happened, and how to maximize what have happened. So today I want to take a good posture because I need to adjust this tripod. Excuse me, please. So, guys, come back, come back, come back. So, we are getting into the crux of what I want to share with you guys. Please permit me in a moment to just adjust this tripod to a good height. So, give me a second, an American second. An American second is like maybe like 10 minutes, but I'm not talking about 10 minutes. All right, guys. I think we should be good now. Thank you for staying tuned. All right. Hey, Joaquin the Pinos. Let me just say Joaquin. Hello, Joaquin. What's up? Thank you for joining my live stream. Joaquin, where are you watching from? And double tap to like this video. Thank you for joining. Where are you watching from? Joaquin is saying, would you let Didi give you? Okay. I think you should bring a more significant question. I know you know what I'm talking about. I know you're a cool guy, so let's talk real things and not those kind of things. You get it. But I'm glad you're in my live stream. Thank you. So today I want to share something with you. A couple of days ago, my kid sister, my biological kid sister, called me over the phone. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope I'm not muted by YouTube. Who is here? Who can hear me? Can you say, I can hear you? I really want to share this thing with you guys. And I'm sure it's going to inform, you know, maybe one or two decisions from you guys. Thank you, Tina. Tina Marie says we can hear you. Thank you. Who else can hear me? But since Tina Marie can hear me, we can go on. It means the whole world can hear me too. Okay, so a couple of days ago, my kid sister called me over the phone and said some sweet things like I never expected it. It was a couple of nicely put together words that seemed too good to be true said to me about me. So I'm just gonna try to, paraphrase a couple of those expressions. We spoke for about, initially, we spoke for about 30 minutes before she ran out of her time, and I called back and we spoke for another maybe 20 minutes or thereabout. And she was basking in the euphoria, which is leading her to give some word of thanks to me. And she started the conversation with something like this: Thank you for being my brother. Coincidentally, I'm the only well, as a male in the family, I mean among my siblings. So she said, Thanks for being my brother. I'm happy it's you that's my brother. And I was like, What the? Where's this coming from? Is she trying to ask for something and she thought it wise to enter the gates with Thanksgiving or what? Okay, so I gave her my ears and I kept listening to her, and she continued by saying, I sat down and I reflected. That's a talking, you understand? So she said, I sat down thinking and I was reminiscing about my life and the different skills and things I've been able to do, and the things that people see in me that make them see me as extraordinary. Hey, Michael Rogers. Michael, thank you for joining my live stream. Thank you for joining my live stream, Michael. Michael, where are you watching from? I'm excited to have you here. Please double tap to like this video and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you, Michael Rogers. And thanks for your kind words. Michael Rogers says, You deserve kindness, but don't let people take advantage of you. And that's a very good point. That's true. Thank you, Michael, for your thoughtful insight. Where are you watching from, Michael? The name Michael reminds me of my best friend when I was in college. And that best friend of mine is in US now, is in Connecticut. There's a way my American friend says Connecticut. Connect Connecticut. Connecticut. It always makes me laugh. Oh, Michael Rogers is in California. I think California is still the biggest economy in the US, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for joining my live stream. I'm elated to have you here today. So let me jump back to what I was saying. Please, guys, stay around. So she was saying, Thank you for being my brother. I thought about the different things that people appreciate in me that makes people see me as extraordinary. And I was thinking about how I was able to acquire those stuff. And I could only trace them back to you. So she started itemizing those things one after the other. She says, for example, our interest in music was born out of, the way I used to disturb the whole house back then, singing out loud and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Thank you, Michael Rogers, for this information. So, everyone who has ears, please, I appeal to you to care to listen to this. This is a bold statement, and I like the way it's being stated. California's economy is number four in the world behind US, which is number one, China, which is number two, Germany, which is number three, and now you have California as number four. That's interesting to know. California came to my attention when one of my favorite actors, Arnold Schwarzenegger, became the governor of California. And it was interesting, so I started paying attention to California. And it's interesting that California is toying close behind its own country, the country where it's in, to be a competing economy of its own. It's interesting. I wish I'm very good with statistics. I want to know how they were able to put the whole US economy together, place US number one, and be able to extrapolate and still, craft the niche for California to be able to award it rightfully the fourth largest economy in the world. It's interesting to know. And congratulations for being in the fourth largest economy in the world. If I was in California too, I'm gonna be proud. Yeah, Marco Rogers, I really hope to visit many places in the world. My first stop destination some time ago was Ohio. I really wanted to visit Ohio because of my friend that was there. And I still really want to visit Ohio. So if today I get gifted with, let's say, let me just be realistic. Let's say, tada, let's say 8,000 USD. If I can get my visa approved, I'm coming to Ohio to visit my friend, and I'm gonna be leaving when my time is over, as stated in the what's it called in the visa. So Michael is saying I'm going to go work. I'm lucky I got to make money here. Hopefully I can use it to help many people. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm so happy for you that you can work, and I'm happy that you are having a hope to help many people. Keep helping as many as you can help. You know, we could be in the same situation someday, or we could have, but thank God we are not in that situation needing this level of help. But the fact is that we all need one level of help or the other. So as you help people who need help for things that are disposable to you, hopefully people who are in the higher cadre from where you are will reach out to you and be of help to you too. And the same way people you help are grateful to you, you're gonna gladly be grateful to them too. So that's very great. Tina saying, I hope you make it to Ohio. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. Michael Rogers says, I was being lazy, but you gave me energy. Oh, Michael, thank you. This words, keeps me going and gives me a lot of encouragement. Thank you so much. And Tina Mary says, your friend is probably waiting on you. Well, I think if my friend is actually waiting, my friend is going to communicate to me that, hey, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting. Michael Rogers says, I hope you do well online. Thanks for your kind thought and wish towards me, Michael Rogers. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you have not liked the video, please do like the video. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again in my live stream. I see you have a good heart And I like people like this in my community because my community is populated with people with good heart. And I'm happy you're one of them now. Thank you so much. Hey, D. D, what's up, D? Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, but the new year is still on its way. Well, we are in the last days of the year. So, you know, okay, in my place here, we're in Sunday already, and this is the last Sunday of this year. You say, where have you? And I think you want to complete that sentence, so please go ahead and complete it. I want to know what your thought is about that. But I'm happy you're joining my live. I'm happy to have you here. So double tap to like this video. Well, this new year, thank you for asking, Michael Rogers. Thanks for saying Happy New Year, and Happy New Year to you too. I don't have some big plans, but I have some little bit of plans. My plan is to double up on the excellent delivery, or on the delivery of excellence and the things that I do, the services I render. If you look at the name of my channel, it's Pecamo the Ace Mechanic. So I'm Pecamo, I'm the Ace Mechanic. So I'm an automotive technician. I work on cars. I allay people's fears. I fix their car issues. So I want to double up on my delivery of excellence. You know, I've come to realize a couple of things that A Pecamo, you are the expert, and that's why people come to you and they bring their cars to you. So leave them no room to complain. By complaining too, make sure that their problem is not a problem to you, because they bring it to you because they believe you are the expert. So I've got to double up on my knowledge acquisition. I have to double up on my service delivery, the quality of the service I get to deliver customer my customer service too, and also to make sure that when a problem is brought to me, it leaves completely solved. So that's the the big part of the vision I'm having. And I want to extend that excellent delivery, or delivery of excellent service, to every other thing that I do too. I'm also a sound engineer, so I go set up for gigs. So I want to be the best in the things I identify myself with. So that's my plan. And maybe along the line, the vision is gonna become broader. But for next year, I want to try to accentuate that aspect, so that for those things I'm really known for, I've been doing so well. I've been doing my best. I've been significantly recognized, but I don't want to, cap it. I want to, raise the bar. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that's what I want to do. So thank you so much for asking. Um. Okay. So D says, "Where have you been?" I've been to London to see the Queen. Well, I guess you're asking where I'm streaming from. So I'm streaming from Ibadan, Nigeria. Ibadan is a city in Nigeria. Is the capital of Oyo State. So I'm in Nigeria, in Africa. So Africa has over 50 countries, and Nigeria is one of them. Nigeria is the most populous black nation on earth. So you can't miss Nigeria. So I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Ibadan in Nigeria. And I'm a Yoruba. My ethnicity is Yoruba, and we speak Yoruba in my own part of Nigeria. So Michael is encouraging me produce a lot of content and put it online. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. You know, I have silent plans for that too, but the one that takes the fall is the one I told you about. So this comes second, third, or wherever. but I still want to praise the love content. Why I'm not really so much driven about, you know, flooding my channel with content is because my purpose of creating a YouTube channel in the first place, which is likely to morph or metamorphose, is to give back to the society, I mean, the online community, being that I got to learn a lot of things from YouTube, and I was blessed with a lot of people's contribution in YouTube in my field. So I want to give back to others. YouTube is becoming the new technical college, the new university. So I want to give my own quota too, my quota of the little things I'm discovering, the tip and tricks. If you go through the few videos I have, you're gonna see that it's majorly about that. So not just for crews and hey, I'm on YouTube, kind of thing. So that's it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Michael says you never know what will do well. You're very right. You're very right. Yeah, thank you very much. And D says there's no queen in London no more. Well, you're right. You are right. We have a king. You're right. Probably I went to London to see the burial site of the queen. Probably. Yeah, but you're right. You made a punching great point there. No queen anymore in London. It's a king. Okay, if I'll jump back to my story, I hope you guys are still there. So, I was listening to this sweet talks, this sweet complimenting, talks from my sister. And, the feeling is always sweet when you sit to hear people shower encomiums on you, and you have to sit back and look at it. Had these things actually about me? Did I actually do these things? Oh, I actually did them. Oh, wow. So these little things counted. I never knew it's going to count. And she was telling me, how the way I sing prompted her to also sing, prompted her to join the youth choir back then in the church. The way I was meticulous with singing parts, singing alto and tenor, made her pick interest in learning the dynamics of parting a song, to the point that she also caught up domestically, I mean, right there at home, with the skill set necessary to sing in part. And she was able to sing alto, she was able to sing tenor, and because I dwelt more on tenor, she sang tenor too. And she was telling me how they did a Thanksgiving service in our church the past week, and she was asked to come part a song, and from there she was handed the mic to lead a song, you know, impromptu, and she was able to do it well, and every eyes were on her. That where did she come from? Because she was not in choir. I mean, currently she's not in choir in our church. Where's she coming from? Where did she come from? Who's that? Who sang so beautifully? And a mind flashed back to me that I was the source of that foundation. I was the source of the inspiration that formed that skill set in her. And she was yet giving me a lot of praise about why the model I showed helped her find her feet in that area. And she was talking about every other thing, She was in science class in high school. We call it secondary school over here. I was also in science class. She said my courage to take up technical drawing course, which was an optional course back then, made her to also summon courage that she's gonna do technical drawing. That my brother did it and I could get guidance from him. So I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna get it. So she did technical drawing too, the construction using the mathematical set and set squares and stuff. And now she's into the fashion line, and whenever she needs to make a pattern to cut some complicated, you know, pattern for dresses, she just plots and constructs the different parts of the pattern, and it's always accurate. And she says that she reminisces again back into the track of time, and she was able to see that, oh, I cut these from my brother. And she also said the way I speak to inspired her to also be cautious and meticulous about her choice of words and how she expressed herself. And she also took that as a duty to make sure that she expressed herself to the point that she makes sure that our words represent exactly what she wants to express. And I was like, we were kids then. So she was noticing. Let me see the comment again. Okay, so D says, "Do you have 10 computers to fix one car engine?" Okay, you know, will I say funnily, I have just one computer. I mean, just one scanner. And don't tell anybody. I don't have a bi-directional scanner because I, for now, cannot prioritize purchasing it. So technically, I cannot afford a robust bi-directional scanner. Talking about scanners, about 3,000 USD and thereabout. So I'm using a cheap but effective scanner. And with that cheap scanner, I've been able to solve, you know, I'm not trying to boast, but when you've dusted some certain things, you've dusted them and you're happy about the fact that you've been able to fix those issues. I've been able to fix issues with that cheap scanner, issues that shops that have big and high subscription bi-directional scanners could not fix. And I was privileged to have people refer such problems to me, and they brought it to my place, and my clients were shocked how I could fix them. So it's amazing. I have understood because I did a bit of fine art in secondary school, what you call high school in the US. So I know that less is more, and I've come to understand that, yeah, sophistication of a tool really matters, but what really matters most is that tool that you have, whether it's basic, rudimentary, or complicated. How well can you use that tool? So, and that has been my mantra since my teenage years up to this point, to master whatever tool I have. Hello, Havanas, hello. Thank you for joining my live stream. I think you've double tapped to like my video, but if you have not, please kindly double tap to like my video. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Hit it now. Thank you. It's an appeal, not a command. Thank you for joining my live stream. Avanas, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Kindly tell us where you're watching from. Thank you for joining my live stream. I'm excited to have you here. Where are you watching from, Avanas? I could guess that Avanas is watching from my favorite country. Okay, D is saying very new cars are way too impossible to fix now. Too much electrical stuff. Well, you're right. You're right. They make the cars too impossible to fix, but you know, uh, I think the missing link from the older designs and older kind of cars between that time and now that we have a lot of computerized and mechatronically controlled vehicles is information. So if you have the information, then you can fix almost anything. So information ranging from YouTube videos, from forum discussions online, to having a concise and, or let me say, robust service manual. So if you have a factory service manual, you can understand how the data from each sensor actuator, how it's been correlated to the computer, how the computer, interpret it, what the computer expects, and at what point it's going to report that there's an error here. You're going to be able to understand the handshake and the communication protocol between one module and the other. If there isn't a CAN bus or if there's any other networking protocol. So, information is the key to fixing any new car, to fixing any new problem. But mind you, all of those cars, especially if they are all internal combustion cars, are still thriving on the Asian principles, the same old principles of, you know, four-stroke engine, intake, compression, uh, intake, compression, power, and exhaust stroke. So it's still the same principle, but you just have a lot of things monitoring a lot of things. For example, your older car from maybe year 2000 uses a fuel injector. Yeah, 2000 for most of the cars uses a distributor system. So you have just one ignition coil, and that one ignition coil powers maybe a four-cylinder engine. And you have, like I said, an injection system that's four injectors. Of course, you have a fuel pump in the tank. But now, a modern, let me say relatively modern vehicle, let's say 2010 or 2012 vehicle, is going to be having, of course, the four injectors, and also we will be having four coil on plugs instead of one ignition coil that is distributed by a mechanical distributor, which is bonded or engaged with the camshaft or whatever is driving it in time. So you're going to be having four ignition coils. That's contrary, or that's contrasting to the single ignition coil that the older one had. Then you're going to be having maybe a fuel pressure sensor that's going to be reading the fuel line pressure. And now you're going to be having a returnless fuel system. Most Toyotas now, uses the returnless fuel system, except for the big trucks, you know, the Tacomas, the Toyota Prados, Foreigners, GX460, Lexus, the Lexus, the ES series, those big trucks, they use the return fuel system. The older ones also use the return system, the one that comes from the tank, fill uh, the fuel rail, and returns back to the tank to purge off the excess fuel. So you just be having, staggered addition of components or mini systems till it gets to the point where it becomes very complicated. For example, most cars from like 2014, they have the injectors, but the injectors are not the main supply of fuel. They have what we call GDI system, gasoline injectors. So those ones are high pressure injectors that looks like the diesel, the old diesel injectors. And those ones injects the petrol or the gas directly into the combustion chambers. While the injectors only clean the valves, that's what it does. The valves in the cylinder head, that's what it does. That's all. So that's more complicated because someone that doesn't have information that a 2010 vehicle only has, only has an injector coil, but the 2014 variant has the injectors and also have the GDI, gasoline direct injectors, will suffer because he would not know the possible symptoms and the cause of that kind of symptom because he doesn't have information. He won't even know why the GDI injectors are there in the first place. So thank you guys for still joining. This live stream is gonna be ending in 26 minutes time. Thank you guys for still standing by. Thank you. All right. So I'm gonna go back to my story. Oh, I knocked something over. All right. So back to my story. That was how my sister, my kid sister, said a lot of things about me, the things I did that was significantly a model to her, that was, a kind of trail she could follow, and which added a lot of skills to her, a lot of virtues that helped her to stand out wherever she went to in a profession, in a chosen profession, in a church, in a society, in a community, among her friends, and many other things that she said that time would not really be friendly to me to relate to you guys. And now it got me thinking, when my sister told me those good things about me, I was just living life. I was just doing things that seemed right to me. I was not doing anything to impress her or any other person. I was not trying to be a good big brother. I was just trying to be good at whatever I'm doing, unknowing to me that I was encouraging someone. In this case, my sister. Maybe there are other people too that I've encouraged like that or that have been a good example to. And I was living my life that way. And she was taking note of it, but not taking cognizance. Not full cognizance of those things until she was outlining the benefits when she was thinking about how she got to those points. Hey, see who we have here. CODM USA. Thank you for joining my live stream. Compliment of the season. I'm happy you're here. What's up? How are you over there? I hope you're not dressed like an astronaut today. I hope the weather is more favorable today. What's the temperature at your hand? Good to have you here. So, I was trying to tell my people before you came, hopefully you heard a bit of what I was trying to say. My sister called me over the phone and was, you know, raining encomiums on me, trying to tell me how I influenced her life. That's my kid sister, my biological kid sister. How I influenced her life, how I made her pick interest in some certain things. And she continued telling me about how I made her the reason she fancied singing and became much better in singing. She could harmonize in alto and tenor for any song. She was even thanking me for being her brother and telling me I was the reason why she could interpret, or rather, um, what's it called, transcribe songs into tonic solfa. She could re-render the tune of a song into tonic solfa. You know, she could know what notes each tune or each part of a tune is. She could separate the sound of a bass guitar from a whole music, the tone of a keyboard from a whole music. So she was telling me all those things. And I got me to the point where I was thinking, I knew how I felt. Even though I was left in nostalgia, because I had to flash back on everything she was saying, and I was like, I was just living my life. I was not trying to impress anybody. I was not trying to, be a good big brother. I was not trying to be a super big brother. I was just trying to be the best possible I could be in what I'm doing. And lo and behold, these things rubbed off my sister, made her pick interest in most of the things I did, made her want to do the things I did the way I do them. And now she is like me. And now she's counting the gains, and she remembered me, and she's praising me for those steps I took, which made her to find a track to trail. And I was thinking, I felt good. I felt good when she was able to recount those things and attribute and ascribe them to me. And I said I was going to tell my community on YouTube, guys, can you think back at those things that you can do today? Can you think back to those things that you've been able to overcome? Those things that were insurmountable, but with the help of some people, or of somebody, you were able to surmount those things. You know, those skills you were able to acquire. Maybe somebody said, you need this tool. You take this, or you take this $100. Go get a tool. I know you're bright. I know you can solve this problem. Can you, you know, if you can, take a notepad and write all those that have contributed to your life in one area or the other, and under each of those names, write their contributions to you, and give them a call, or send them a mail, or send them a text over a social media account or platform. Let them know what they've added to your life. Let them know that they've made your life more significant, more beautiful, more colorful, or maybe we should say more efficient and more enviable, depending on how the case may be. Because most of the sacrifices people do, they just do it because of who they are. They are not doing it to steal the show. But if you can acknowledge it, I'm sure it's going to make them feel better. Hey, Paul Barry. Paul Barry is in the building. Thank you for joining my live stream. Please double tap to like my video. I'm excited that you're here today. What's up, Paul Barry? Paul Barry, where are you watching from? Please let us know where you're watching from. Paul Barry says, my sister and dad died today. Are you serious? Paul Barry, are you serious? They died today, 27th of December? Excuse me. Hey, Shar, thanks for joining my live stream. Thank you for joining Pecamo. Thank you. Shar is saying hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you, Shara, for joining my live stream. How was your day? I'm happy to have you here. As always, I'm happy to always have you on my live stream. As a family, compliment of the season. I hope you enjoyed Christmas, and I hope you are having some great plans for the new year. Paul Barry, I'm sorry for your loss, and it's so saddening to know that that happened. Was it an accident or was it sickness or what happened? That's so sad to know, Paul Barry. I'm so sorry about that. Captain, we have Captain in the house. Captain Thunder. Captain, how are you doing? This name sounds familiar, but I want to assume this is your first time on this live stream. Please double tap to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You guys listening to me, please hit the subscribe button if you've not done that before. Support my channel, double tap to like, watch my content if they are of interest to you. I'm sure you're gonna be able to learn a couple of things from them. Thank you so much. Shar is saying the queen is in the building. Yeah, Queen Shar, Queen and more. Queen Shar, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Paul Barry, Shar is sending condolences to your family. I'm sorry for your loss. It's so painful, but we hope that you have fortitude to bear the loss. And my disposition to things like this is, you know, I hope and I wish that Barry, if you can hear me, Paul Barry, I hope that you could put in effort to be the best they would have been proud of if they were here. I think that's the best way you could honor their memory. And even for all of the other people that are there to support you, I want you to put in your best to be strong for them, be the best ever you can be, and make them proud. That's the best way you know, we can we can make up for this loss, I believe. I'm sorry about your loss once again, Paul Barry. Captain Thunder says Emmy won for a BJ. Captain Thunder, if I get what you're trying to say, we don't discuss such topics here, but I know you could join in what what we're trying to say. So we're respectful here. I know you can be respectful too, so you can join in on the topic. We're talking about gratitude. Shar is saying, "How was your day, Picamo? My day was good. You know, okay, my previous day was good. For my new day, we are less than 1 hour into the new day. It's already Sunday. They say it's about 15 minutes to 1 a.m. Sunday morning, or rather midnight, the night before Sunday, Sunday morning. So Saturday was good. Saturday was good. Thank you, Shar. I'm excited to have you here. Tina was here earlier. Probably she's, you know, making some twigs in the bushes. I don't know. Yeah, I was supposed to go live earlier in the evening yesterday, Saturday, but I had to watch a match between my country, Nigeria, and Tunisia in the ongoing African Cup of Nations. That's a continental cup for football. Of course, I'm not talking about American football. I wish they're gonna change the name of that American football to handball, rugby, whatever cute name, because that ain't football. I'm sorry to say that ain't football. The only thing the legs or the foot does is to run, doesn't do anything. Yeah, sure, you're gonna trust. You know, my country's team, my country's team is called the Super Eagles. So the Super Eagles won. We won by 3 goals to two. It was a very heated contest, but the best team won, and I'm happy I could say that because it proved that we are the best team. It's the second leg in the tournament, so we'll be playing the next one on Tuesday, and I'm happy. That really made me happy. It really, really made me happy. And Shah, thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm about 13 minutes to the end of this live stream, and I'm excited to have you guys here. Who's the other person in the bushes? Okay, two other people in the bushes or in the background. Maybe those people are making some read for us. Yeah, sure. Yeah, goal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, not American football. I mean soccer. The ball you play with the legs. I know you know that. You've been around for a while and you've seen a lot of good things. So you know what soccer is. Yeah, good to see you here. So I was encouraging people on my channel today to reflect back. I don't know if you heard any part of what I was saying before, but the main point I was trying to drive at is think about what somebody else contributed in a beat that became significant in your life. That little foundation that help you raise the building of a particular skill set or a particular department of your life into a skyscraper. Look back at those things and the people or the person who contributed that into your life. Itemize those things the person or the people or the persons did in your life. Write down names of people that influenced your life or that have encouraged you or that have seen you through some dark patches of life and help you, succeed at the point you are now when you don't fear any other, challenge, where you're now the king of your jungle, where you're now reigning, you know, with 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 majesty and everything. Write down their names and what they did for you, and you can give them a call, send them a mail. Make sure you write it out explicitly, or tell them explicitly verbally what they did for you. Recount it into the hearing. Let them know what they did for you and appreciate how far it has helped you in your life. Let them know. Let them see the value in their contribution in someone else's life, in this case, in your life. So that's what I'm encouraging my people on this channel today to do. Gratitude. Someone has helped you before, helped you get something that you were in dire need of, and that has helped you get from where you were to where you are now. Thank them. Show gratitude. And also, for many of you that believes in God too, thank God for the things that you've been able to acquire. Thank God for where you are now. Thank God for, helping you up out of that dark corner and for helping you to be in the place where you have rest of mind and when you're in the control of things, where you're running things and when you're now significant, thank God for that. So Shar is saying, become what was your best part of 2025? And what are you taking into 2026? Hmm. That's a big question. That's a big question. Okay, I think I learned how to properly call that word from my American friend. That's a good question. It's a good question. Okay, so first part, what's your best part of 2025? A lot of great things happened to me in 2025. A lot of things, you know, beautiful ones happened to me in 2025. But the high point of it is that I met someone special in 2025. That's the best part of 2025 for me. Like I said, a lot of beautiful things happened to me in 2025, but meeting this special someone, lifted up my spirit, and I'm so happy that I met this person. So that's the best part of 2025 for me. Now, about the other part, what are you taking into 2026? Yeah, I've shared it with those that were on this channel earlier. I don't always have big dreams because I believe for me, to do something extraordinary, I mean super extraordinary, I think the only thing I don't have is a lot of money to make a lot of change. But that's not stopping me from having dreams and from, making plans and having aspirations. So I make my dreams small, I make my vision small, but I target things that will spiral into other bigger things. So my take in into 2026 is that I want to up the game of my service delivery for everything that I'm identified with, all the services and skill sets that I'm identified with. I want to make sure that I ramp up my excellence, my delivery of excellence in everything I'm identified with, especially in my auto repair service as an automotive technician, and also being a mixing engineer that I am. I want to be able to ramp up my service delivery in terms of excellence and every other thing: customer service, promptness of delivery, communication ahead of time if there's going to be delay in my service delivery, my efficiency to be able to ensure that people have good value for their money. When they pay for a service, they get the exact service they are paying for. And everything that's gonna make it look like it's an AI world where you ask a question and you have an apt answer. So an AI efficiency in human form is what I'm trying to work on. I want to ramp up my service delivery, my excellent service delivery, to make sure that the excellence degree is, is upped and not capped. So that's my taking into 2026. I want to ensure every single thing I'm significantly known for as a big, base of excellence, a big touch of excellence. So that's what I want to do. Hey, we have DJ Decibels in the building. DJ Decibels from South Africa. Hello, DJ Decibels. What's up? What's up, DJ? Are you gonna be spinning for end of the year parties? This is your time. This is your season. What's the plan? I believe you should be having some back-to-back engagement. I know you're a DJ. From your name, it's not just a nickname. DJ Shar is saying hello from the United States of America. That's my next favorite country in the world. DJ Decibels is saying the only real mechanic still awake at 12:55. Oh my god. You're quoting my exact time. You're right with my time zone. You're correct. Says that's some commitment, brother Pecamo. DJ Decibels, I must say, I like the integrity of your heart. I like the kindness you ensure radiate out of your heart. Thank you so much for being kind with your words. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm awake. DJ, I was supposed to go live earlier today, but I had a lot of things to attend to. So I moved it to the early part of the night. I was supposed to go live maybe around 12. But I looked at it that I needed to finish up with the things I was trying to do at home. Of course, I'm not going to work now. I'm on domestic vacation. So I'm at home since Christmas Eve till the 5th. I mean, till the 4th of January. I'm going to be home by myself. I mean, I've retreated home to resume on the 5th of January. So then I remember that Nigeria has a match. The AFCON tournament is going on right now. So there's an ongoing AFCON tournament, and Nigeria was playing Tunisia That was 9 between 9 and 11 p.m. our time in Nigeria. So I just decided to ensure that I don't miss that match, and I scheduled my live for after the match. Hence why I had my live late last night, crossing into this morning Nigerian time. So what's up, DJ Decibels? Yeah, this is DJ Decibels is saying, "Hi there, trust everything is good." That's to Shar. Shar says, "I'm blessed. Thank you, DJ." Yeah. Oh, Shar is going live later tonight. I hope I'll not be in my dreams by then, because sometimes I just make sure that I get good value from my what's it called, from my bed, because I bought my bed with money, so I should use it every night, at least 1 or 2 hours. Worst case scenario, I don't want to be wasteful, so sometimes I just tell myself, you gotta use that bed. You gotta use that bed. You paid for it. You paid for it. You paid heavily for it. I hope I will be able to pop in to say hello at least before I close my eyes. Sure. Erica Crawford. Erica Crawford. You saying a goosey soup? Oh wow. I think we met in the live before. Maybe you were in my live before. I don't know. I wish this name rings a bell, but the most important thing is that I'm happy you're in my live today. Thank you for joining my live stream. What's up? Yeah, goosey soup is a special soup, a special delicacy we eat in this part of Nigeria, or rather in this part of the world, because most of Nigeria, have adopted a goosey soup, but it is indigenous to the Yoruba people, the ethnic group which I belong. We speak Yoruba language, and we are the Yoruba people. So, egusi soup is nice. What's up, Erica? How are you today? Did you have a great day? The year is winding down and is reeling off. What's up? Oh, Erika is Igbo. So, Erika, how come you have an English first name and an English last name with even 3 digits of seven in your name? I'm happy to know you're Igbo, but it doesn't sound like you're reaching out to me from Nigeria. Where are you reaching out from? Where are you watching from, Erika? And don't forget to double tap to like this video. Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. Double tap to like this video and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, subscribe. Yeah, I could tell you're in the UK, and it's good to know you know a goosey soup. Erika Crawford is saying, I have money. You're saying you have dollars, but you're in the UK. Do they spend USD in the UK? DJ Decibel is saying, is that your line array and stage setup in one of your previous uploads? Yeah, 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 yeah. DJ Decibels, yeah. So that's one of the well, I say the clients I work with. So for that line array, I'm privileged to be the team lead for that. So set up for some events. So that's our stage, that's our sound. It's a Xeon product, the Sound Bridge Acoustic Lab product from the US. So what else? What else? It's a 7208 model Xeon XYON 7208XY model. That's a line array model. Why do you say that? You said they say go big or go home. You nailed it. Why did you say that? Erika is saying pounds. So you have lots of pounds. I'm so happy that you have made so good for yourself, Erika. And I pray that you'll be able to touch lives and also make good for yourself and the children after you with the money you made. And you're going to be able to enjoy it in good health. That's the most important thing. I'm happy about that. Igbo people are very strong and industrious. They are limitless. You know, the spirit of Nigeria is in the Igbo people also. They are very, very industrious. They can turn anything to money. They work so hard with high level of intelligence. So you're from a very, very impeccable roots, Erica. So, oh my God, Patrice Joseph is in the building. Patrice Joseph says BBDBF. I don't know the meaning of that, but you can help me to communicate in English. Patrice, thank you for joining my live stream. Patrice, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from, Patrice? I'm excited to have you on my live stream. Double tap to like this video and hit the subscribe button. My request that you hit the subscribe button is an appeal and not a command. Thank you. Where are you watching from, Patrice? Larry is also in the building. Larry, what's up, Larry? Larry says, amazing beard. Thank you. You know, I'm just trying to do my thing, have a way of doing my thing. Thank you. Thanks for your kind words. Thank you. Larry, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Or is this the Larry that I know? DJ Decibel says, that's an expensive setup, brother. Blessed to have such a system. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's very expensive. Well, okay, not the most expensive anyway, but relatively, it's very expensive. You know, I've had a particular engineer when he heard that we had that system, he told me that okay, there was one that particularly came to look out for that system in one of our setups. And he was like, I've not really heard about this product. I don't think I'm going to be impressed by it. By the time he heard the production, he said, I want that for myself. And he said, can you bring this to my church? I want to convince my pastor that we need to get this. So we set this up in our church, and by the time they see everything, we are going to order our own set of equipments too. You know, a lot of people like it. There's another person that said, please, when next you're having a show, please call me. Tell me ahead of time so I can schedule my time. I need to hear the production of that set of equipment. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it. Funny enough, we are the first to have it in Nigeria, and if I'm not mistaken, we should be the top. I mean, only three of us have it in Africa, and the one we have in Africa, which is one in Nigeria, the other one is in Ethiopia. I ordered it, but I was not able to go set it up, and I'm not part of the team there because I could not get visa to Ethiopia. So it's a very very nice set of equipment, but it's expensive. It's expensive. So OT Trigger Trav. Trigger, what's up? Trigger, thanks for joining my live stream. You know, my peeps are just joining my live stream when I was supposed to be going off. Thank you guys for joining my live stream. Trigger Trav says, why you so greasy? It's hot here, man. And I've got some crude oil on my skin. So when it's hot, you know, the crude oil comes to the surface. My skin's so oily, right? It's so hot here. Is it better now? Feel it? It's better now. It's so hot here. So how you doing? It's hot here. You know the weather is about 90 degrees. Nine. Okay, okay, okay. It's a bit down now. So let's say 85 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 28 degrees centigrade. What's up? Larry is watching from New York. Thank you, Larry, for joining. Please, guys, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be rounding up in a bit. I'm staying a little longer because of my peeps that are coming. Thanks for joining my live stream. Trigger Tribe says, "Bro, get a paper towel and wipe your face, gang." Okay, gang leader. Thank you, gang leader. So I just use my handkerchief to wipe my face right now. And DJ Decibels is saying, Trigger been a troll. Don't mind Trigger. But everyone will just have to confirm when they come here because I know there's a bit of kindness in everyone. There's a bit of, you know, high level intellect in everyone. So they could switch profile when they come here. So you don't just have to be in the same troll profile when you come here. You join respectfully, you be conducting yourself respectfully, and you contribute something. So my parting shot today is still on the same thing I was trying to relate to you, my people on this channel. Don't forget Thanksgiving. Identify those that have contributed something into your life. Write down their names, and under their names, write down the things they've done in your life in details. List them out. Give them a call or send them a message and let them know what they've been able to implant into your life and how much it has helped you to become better. You know, how much it has given you a better advantage over others in the different places you found yourself. So let them know that the little seed they planted in your life had become this gigantic tree that is of great value. So let them know that. Tina Marie is still here. I thought you've left, Tina Marie. Thank you for still being here. I really appreciate you, Tina. Tina, thank you for still being here. I really appreciate you. DJ Decibels is saying hello to Tina. And we have V Lady. V Lady. Did I pronounce it well? Viladi. Viladi Daddy too. Viladi Daddy too. You've got bars, man. Viladi Daddy too. Viladi Daddy. Viladi Daddy. Sounds good. Like a good run. This is what's going on here. Yeah, we have good vibes, but I'm winding down already. Ending this live. But I'm just stopping by to just say hello to you, Viladi Daddy. What's up, Vladi? Where are you watching from? Or where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? From. Of course, you're welcome. You're a human being. You've got intellect and you're respectful and you have a lot to give your world around you. You're welcome, Vladi Daddy. What's up, Vladi Daddy? Tina Shari is saying hello. She's sending some and forged hearts to you. DJ Decibel says Mr. Putin join. No, that's not Vladimir. That's not Vladimir. That's Vladi Daddy. Tina Mara is saying salute to DJ. And Tina Mara is saying a beautiful twin and sending some fresh veggie hearts to Shar. Viladi Daddy saying, DJ, yes, it's me. Viladi Daddy, double tap to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'm not going to be going live tomorrow, but I plan to go live on Monday. So I hope that you will be able to catch up. But I'm excited to have you here.
and every other person watching in the background, in the bushes, wherever you are. Thank you for joining the live stream. Bloody Daddy is saying, I gay people welcome here. Every human being is welcome here. As far as you're respectful and you can share your opinion intellectually, you're welcome here. DJ Decibels is saying, cannot end stream. We have President Putin in the house. President Putin, President Putin, you're funny, DJ Decibels. Well, if it was President Putin, we would have had, you know, an entourage, with a complement of siren ushering him out, an escort and everything like that. Tinamari is laughing. Tinamari says, "Lol, let's laugh out loud. You say that name so funny, Picamo. Yeah, that's my name, Picamo. Yeah, that name sounds like a real good bar. Vladi Daddy, Vladi Daddy, Vladi Daddy. Sounds good. Daddy Vladi, Vladi Daddy, Vladi Daddy. Sounds good. Okay, Vladi Daddy is saying DJ True Vladi is the boss. Okay, Vladi say, can I share some good news? Share. As far as I share respectfully, we like good news. Share is laughing at what DJ said. And Tina Marie says, Vladi Daddy share. And Vladi Daddy is saying, I just found out today that my sister is finally pregnant. Finally. Finally. Okay. That's good news that she's pregnant. But the word finally is curious. But I think we're good with the good news because she's gonna be having a kind of a home in the next 9 to 10 months. That's good news. I I thought you meant to say you are gonna be an uncle, or what do you call it in English? Vladi Daddy, you're gonna be a uncle. So DJ Decibels, Vladi as Sabomba cannot upset Daddy. Shar says Pecamo says all the names funny. Shar, am I also calling your name funny? Do I say Tina funny? Tina Marie, Tina. Tina Marie says, I got tears coming down my face laughing. Well, I'm happy you can laugh. You know, I make people laugh for a living, and I'm happy about that. Shara say, me too, twins. I'm dying laughing here. Oh my God. I think I should be making some good dough from making people laugh. I think I could make a fortune from that. And DJ Decibel says, we can hand the live stream when Trumpy Pumpy joins. Trumpy Pumpy. Okay. That's good buzz too. Trumpy Pumpy. Well, Trumpy Pumpy is busy. Trumpy Pumpy Trumpy Pumpy bombed, the terrorist camp in Nigeria on Christmas Day and said that's a Merry Christmas gift to the scums and even those who died. I mean, the terrorists who died. Well, so he's busy, chasing terrorists and making America great again. So he can't be here. So what did I miss? So Vladi Daddy is saying, can you congratulate you, please? Yeah, to the best of my understanding, Vladi Daddy, congratulations. You're gonna be a uncle. So I I hope he's gonna be a boy. Yeah, so it's gonna grow up to be a great man. So I hope it's gonna be a boy. Congratulations, Veladi Daddy. Sorry, my network hacked it up. Sorry. Tanamari says, keep calling my name's Picamo. Okay. My name is Picamo. Okay. Picamo, 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 Picamo. I think I've called it a couple of times, so I think I've tried. Saying, sorry guys, my network is acting up. I think it's telling me it's time to go. Tina Marie is laughing profusely. DJ Decibels is laughing so profusely. Shara says, I can't with DJ and Picamo. Tina Marie says, DJ is funny. Yeah, DJ is funny. Veladi Daddy is saying, I'm the father. Veladi Daddy, is she your biological sister? Okay, Shara is saying, okay, yes, he is twin. Okay, okay, that DJ is funny. Yeah, DJ is funny and is also respectful and he says a lot of kind words. He has a good heart. At least he has proven and represented that feature so far that I've known him. What did I do, Tina Marie? You're laughing. What did I do? Velada Daddy, where are you watching from? Velada Daddy, Velada Daddy, where are you watching from? Velada Daddy says love has no boundaries. I think I beg to differ. Love has boundaries. Yeah, love has boundaries. But that's not what this channel is about. So we're gonna skip that. We're gonna pass on that. Shar is saying, Twin, if you can only see me here laughing, ha 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 ha. Let me count it. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Digital Decibels is saying Russia. Maybe, maybe not. Tina Mary is saying, I'm dying laughing over here, twin. Tina Marie, why are you looping yourself on repeat? You've said I'm dying laughing over here a couple of times now. Veladi Daddy, we like you. We like your name too. It's making a good rhyme. Veladi Daddy. But what you just said about you, your sister, the baby, the daddy, it might be upsetting to a couple of people. But I don't think that's a true story. But if a baby is involved, welcome the baby to the world. Baby, you're welcome. Like I say, maybe I change this subject if you don't like it. Maybe I can share a friendly joke. Okay, share a friendly joke. Vladi Daddy, you guys are hooking me up here because I should have been out of here 22 minutes ago. Vladi Daddy says, what do you call a cow with no legs? Hmm. Okay, I think that's for the wise people in the house. That's for the people with the utmost degree of wisdom that mankind has ever seen. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me as I bring to the podium. Shar and Tina. So they're going to tell us the answer to that simple question. Only a wise woman can answer that question. Why do I keep saying question when my American friend taught me to say question? Shah says because she can say becamo. You lost me there. Maybe I missed something. What do you mean because she can say becamo? Tina says, I did say that a couple of different. Okay, I did say that a couple of times for different reasons, but my twin gets it. Okay, oh, it's good that someone gets it. That's very, very good. Viladi Daddy says ground beef. I think Tina was about to say ground beef. Cow without legs. Who cut off the legs? Or was it born without legs? You didn't throw some light to that. Viladi Daddy says ground beef. So, ground beef. Tina Marie says, you're calling us old Pecamo. You can't be old Pecamo. Old Pecamo? There's no old Pecamo. But if you're referring to what I was trying to say, I was saying to the wise ladies in the house. So I was attributing wisdom to you because I found wisdom in you and I found wisdom in Shara. So that was what I was talking about wisdom in the house. So Shara is saying it's okay, Pecamo, let's carry on. Yippee, let's carry on. Vladi Daddy says Tina Marie, was your father a baker? Mm. Vladi Daddy says because you're a cutie pie. Hmm. Yeah, she's a cutie pie, but not meant to be eaten. So take note of that, Vladi Daddy. Shara is saying ha ha ha. Let me count it. Ha 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 ha. Baker twin. Tina Marie Baker. Tina Baker. And come think of it, Tina Baker sounds nice. Tina Baker. First name Tina, last name Baker. Tina Baker. Would you consider that name Tina? Cutie pie. Those are nice jokes, Villa the Daddy, intellectual jokes, punchlines. What do they call? I've forgotten. Tina Mary is laughing. Tina Mary says, Daddy, you're funny. Okay, guys, I have to go. It's time to go. Thank you guys for joining my live stream. And to all of you that joined my live stream, I really appreciate you. The first time my live stream that joined even before the live stream started, I must acknowledge is Tina Marie. Thank you so much, Tina, for joining my live stream. I don't want to miss names if I'll be calling names. So I want to say thank you, Tina Marie, for joining my live stream. Erika Crawford, my Igbo sister, thank you for joining my live stream. DJ Decibels, thank you for joining my live stream. Sure, thank you so much. You always make me happy when you join my live stream. Thank you. Viladi Daddy, thank you. That's the brother to Dr. Professor Vladimir Putin. Thank you for joining my live stream. Michael Rogers, thank you for joining my live stream. Kumari Barbosa, thank you for joining my live stream. D. D, thanks for joining my live stream. Larry from New York, thank you for joining my live stream. Paul Barry, thank you for joining my live stream. Captain Thunder, thank you for joining my live stream. Trigger Trav, thank you for joining my live stream. CODM USA, my friend from, I've forgotten. How did I forget? I think West Virginia. Yeah, where the mountains are hot in the US. Thank you for joining my live stream, CODM USA. Thank you. And every other person that watched in the background that didn't send any message or any chat, thank you for joining my live stream. I really appreciate you whole. Well, what did Tina Marie removed from the chat? Shah says, thanks for removing. Okay, nice. Vladi Daddy, thank you for joining. I hope you subscribe to my channel, Vladi Daddy. Am I missing anything here? He's twin. I like this troll, Tina Mari said. And she also said, no, thank you. I needed this laugh tonight. Yeah, you always gonna have reasons to laugh, Tina Marie. Joy shall not cease from your house, Tina Marie. DJ Decibel says, hope to see everyone on the next one. Yeah, thank you, DJ Decibels. Thank you for joining my live. I really appreciate you. Are you following the HAFCON tournament, DJ Decibels? And Shah says, yeah, it's funny. Vladi Daddy says, thank you all for the live stream. I will update you all on the birth. My sister said, my sister said, thanks for all your support. Vladi Daddy, you can join Tina Marie. You can subscribe to her channel. You can also subscribe to Shaw's channel. Subscribe to DJ Decibel's channel. They are good people. They are nice people, and I'm sure you're gonna be giving them some nice, good, cool, respectful vibes in their live stream too. They go live too. Shar says she's going live this night, so you can go show her some support. But I think you should not tell the whole world what you did to your sister. But you could tell them you'll be a dad soon. I think we should keep it like that. Nobody's gonna say anything to anyone out of this chat. You understand? Vlad Daddy. Vlad Daddy says, DJ, thank you. Pray for us. Tina Marie says, have a sleepy camel. Okay, I will. I'll shut my eyes and open them. And DJ Decibel says, good luck with Ukraine, Vladi Daddy. I think Vladi Daddy's brother, that's Dr. Professor Vladimir Putin, is gradually retreating from the war. I wish him good luck for the retreat, for a successful retreat. Tinamari says, DJ, ha 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 ha. Vladi, last joke. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. Okay, no idea. Shara is laughing, laughing, laughing. And she's good with laughing because she's been laughing. She's been in a joyful mood the whole of 2025, and she continues to rejoice in the whole of 2026 and beyond. Tina Mary is laughing with her head tilted to his side severally with lots of ha 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 ha. Tina Mary is yelling Vladi while laughing out loud. Laddie Daddy says, what do you call it, yo? What do you call it there with no highs and no legs? Still no high there. What about the leg part? Why not naming it with the leg part that's not there? And Vlad Daddy says, because he can't move. Okay, you said the rules, you break the rules. No one is vexed. Okay, good. Yeah, Tina Marie says, I need Vladi Daddy in my life. And she's laughing. Shar says, Picam, I don't think you'll be off anytime soon. Tina Marie says, me too, twin. Vladi Daddy laughs out loud. And on this special note, just as Vladi Daddy says, I need Tina in my life, I'm going to be ending this live stream in five, four, three, two,